and welcome into Bon Appetit. And we want to make it a real bon appetit, which means good. But eating good food will make for a great appetite and keep you healthy. Dr. Evelyn Crayton is here with us today, along with Helen Jones. And last week we talked about this being Nutrition Month, but we really want to talk about an older person really putting together a good diet and a good plan of action to eat the right things.
Okay. Well, one good thing about eating food, we need to be mindful in what we're going to eat. Give some thought to what we're going to eat, because eating healthy foods can help reduce pain. As we age, we get a little arthritis.
Yes.
Little inflammation of the
buddy.
limbs. Little inflammation of the limbs. Eating healthy can help reduce pain, it can help reduce inflation, and it'll help us control our blood sugar levels, particularly for those of us who may be diagnosed with diabetes, or people who are
It's me. I'm there.
people who are suffering with obesity. And you know, obesity is on the rise in America. Obesity is an issue, is one of our #1 health problems. And it affects our national security, because you know, obese young people are not going to be able to qualify to go to the military.
70%.
70% of our
70%
population.
of people in the population right now that could go into the military would not qualify because of obesity.
Because of obesity. And those of us who are living in the South, we tend to be more overweight than people in other areas. And I'm not sure if that's environmental or what the situation is.
In the South, we have that Southern hospitality.
Yes.
And we just, we love to eat.
We
In
do.
everything we do, if you're planning a meeting, even, at church or just a group meeting, the first thing people say is, what we're going to have to eat.
Well, I'm full-blooded Italian. Food is our life.
I love that. And food, good, healthy foods can help improve gut health. If you're like me, you have people are diagnosed with diverticulitis. Gut health. If you eat the right foods, we like to say broil, boil, bake. And then now the greatest thing that's going on now is air frying.
Yes.
That can help reduce your fat. We also like to tell people to reduce the salt, the fat, and the sugar. And something I was listening to this morning on television about obesity, back to the medications, the cost of those obesity drugs are going to go down to help people who are obese. One of the things that we have started to focus on is that we want people to understand that obesity is a medical condition, just like high blood pressure, just like diabetes. We take medication for that. And it's going to be okay for them to go ahead under the doctor's supervision to get some of those weight loss medications.
And also, we were talking about National Nutrition Month, about connecting us to food, connecting us to our food with our stages of our life.
Yes.
Studies have shown that, when you get older, you have problems with osteoporosis, bone, so you want to, get more calcium into your body. So the studies have shown that at an early age of young kids, drink milk or eat cheese and do a lot of dairy products, then as they get older they won't have that problem of osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis. The other thing, sometimes if you have a problem with milk or dairy products, go back to what we used to do when we ate sardines and eat the bones in the sardines. You're getting straight calcium. And collard greens have, your green leafy vegetables have a certain amount of calcium, but now you got to eat a lot of that. Your green leafy vegetables, your your fish with the bones in them, that's good, straight calcium. That I wanted to mention that for people who have a problem with dairy products. And of course, the fortified soy milk would work also. Yeah. And a lot of people are going into drinking almond milk, and I'm one of those environmental nutritionists. It takes so much water to grow almonds that I'd love to have people do oatmeal milk or something that's fortified that would have some calcium.
That's amazing.
Just a little bit.
And we talked about the fact you used it. It's now called a plate rather than a pyramid. It used to be was the old food pyramid. And now it's
called the
how has that changed? Because what you're supposed to do is look at your plate and figure out what goes in each section, right?
Okay,
that's right.
The plate now, we need a plate that's about 8 inches, not one of that big dinner plates like we used to serve. And we do that in the South. We serve a big plate, but we need a small plate. And half that plate should be fruits and vegetables. And just
also,
a little bit of meat.
when you put food on your plate, try not to let your food touch each other. If it's touching, you got more than a serving size.
Ooh, remember that one.
That's new to me. I just knew that I don't like for my food to touch. I just can't stand it. So if it's touching, you have too much. You
that's
learn.
more than
My
a
mother
serving
used to
size.
say, you learn something every day.
Absolutely.
If you allow yourself to. Just smaller portions. We should eat what we like to eat, but smaller portions and how we prepare it, because we want to have that food to help us. And you know, food will help us to sleep. And as you age, sleeping becomes a problem. We need at least 6 to 7 hours, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Food will elevate the mood so that we can sleep well. Mood food. It
Well,
helps us to maintain our weight, of course.
And the other thing too is when you're preparing a meal, put the food on your plate, take what's left, and immediately refrigerate it.
That's
Get
right.
it out of the